No, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna like go on Getty Images on my red carpet pictures, see my ankles, and then they're gonna look at my single cover arts and my ankles, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, girl, you've been changing these ankles. It's true. I have. I admit it.
Hello guys, it's me, Nikki. Hello. Welcome to the channel, and I am welcomed by IGGY AZALEA.
Hello.
Welcome. It's such an honor.
No, it's such an honor for me. Are you kidding me? I was so excited that you said yes to me getting to come and do this little like virtual visit. You don't even know.
I've been a fan of your music for so long. I mean, when you started with Fancy, I had an entire revolution because I felt fancy.
Yeah.
And I was like, you already know.
Exactly. Doesn't age, that song. It was really fun, you know, it was a lot working up to that. I had to do like so many festivals and so much touring before that song to build like that humongous fan base that like, then that just was the perfect song and the perfect storm. But to everyone, they're like, it came out of nowhere. And I'm like, if you only knew how much I toured the year before to make that. Like momentum, you know what I mean, happen. But I swear I did like 200 shows in a year. So then like for it to really like pay off and snowball into that song breaking out, I was like, it just felt like, oh, okay, this is what I was so exhausted for.
It was the we're here moment.
It was the we are here moment. Yeah, exactly. It was the payoff. It was the big payoff for me.
Well, and another thing that's a we are here moment and has a lot of payoff as well. Look at this.
I know.
Oh my God, girl.
Yeah. I have it here too, look.
Twinning.
It's weird to see you have it though.
So in today's video, we're gonna be playing with the products. There's a lot of products in here. I have 3 little palettes. We have a contour and highlight palette.
Lip gloss.
So I think we should just get started.
Yay!
So I'm gonna prime my eye real quick.
I already primed my eyes because last time I was doing a video I forgot and it was a hot flaming disaster. So
You forgot to prime?
I forgot to prime.
You forgot to prime?
I forgot to prime. And it was
Not to prime is a crime, Iggy.
I committed a crime. I forgot to prime and then I was halfway through doing it and you already know it was bad.
I just love how you just said you already know, and I went in my head. I went, you already know.
You already know. I just get flustered having to do my eyeshadow on camera because I'm not as good as you, so I'm scared.
Oh, stop it. Do you do your own makeup a lot?
I do my own makeup a lot, but not on camera. You know, I do my makeup like 5 days out of the week because I like to wear makeup.
And what is the look you usually go for?
I like to do a deep contour.
Right.
Because I'm a drag queen. I'm not that confident at like blending shades and stuff like that. So usually even though I really like them and I wear really bright, colorful, fun makeup, but usually my makeup artist does that for me because I'm not confident at blending out shades and stuff like that on my eyelids. So usually it's just like some neutral browns. Then I'm very good at doing winged eyeliner. So I always do my winged eyeliner. That's a 100% all the time thing. The mini shadow palettes, like they're bright and fun because I love bright fun colors, but then they still have so many like neutral bases in them because also when I'm doing my own makeup, that's what I tend to go towards. So I wanted something that kind of gave me the best of the 2 worlds I like to dabble between.
Yeah. So here we have them. So we have the Totally 2000s blue fur, pink sunglasses, and purple platforms.
I had to name them after the things that I was obsessed with when I was a little girl. I just was obsessed with platforms. I had all platform shoes. I loved to have colorful fake fur. And then of course you've got to have like all your cool sunglasses. I would always be in sunglasses when I was around that age. So I like just named it after all my like little styling things that I liked when I was in the early 2000s.
So from that, I take that you've always been a huge makeup lover ever since you were young.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? 100%. I used to play in makeup and think that I was a supermodel and then take embarrassing pictures on my mom's camera, and I have them all still now of me being like, when am I gonna get signed? Someone's gonna see this.
Girl, if that isn't me.
It's like, girl, nobody is seeing this, and I'm so embarrassed that I would take these like fake editorial with my makeup so crazy. Nikki, I have to show you like some pictures.
I
like,
love it.
Shimmer, weird, abstract, just girl, you're a mess, taking pictures of it. I would send it into modeling agencies, which is so embarrassing. And I'm like, the modeling scouts that must have been like some intern that's like getting the mail and is getting these like pictures I've developed at the pharmacy of me looking like a just absolute mess, 12-year-old like tween girl sending
Wait,
this
I need
stuff.
to see these.
I don't know where my confidence came from. I'm like, why were you so confident, you weird little girl? But I just was.
I love it. I wish I had that confidence. Whereas I was like, no, girl, don't even go there. Like, don't even try.
I would get like so bullied because I weirdly was overconfident and would just do stuff that wasn't cool, but I didn't care. And then the other kids were like, she's weird. And I was like, you guys suck.
Oh, I love weird.
Yeah, weird's the best, I think. I hope my son is
So you got bullied a lot?
Yeah, so much. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Did you?
Oh,
It
girl.
was so mean.
You're asking the transgender in the room. Of course I got bullied.
Did you get bullied? Well, yeah, okay.
I'm dipping into the pink sunglasses palette. It's so cute. I can't.
You want pink? We're twinning today.
I mean, I'm just trying to get on your level.
Oh, well, this is gonna be like, I'll do the basic look and you do the upgraded look. I'm still enjoying myself even if don't know everything about it. Because honestly, I just think makeup's so fun and
I mean, and truly that is what it's about.
yeah, exactly. I just enjoy the process. When I do my makeup, I probably spend like an hour and a half and I don't like do that much makeup, but I just like playing around with it so much that I really take my time. Like, I just love the process of putting on makeup. I find it so therapeutic for some reason.
It is. It is. Listen, makeup has gotten me through the darkest days of my life, and it calms you down so much. It's truly therapeutic in my mind.
Right now, this room that I'm sitting in, I have a nice background, but that's because I'm really in like a construction zone and they're building my glam room and I'm so excited about it because I'm just gonna sit in here and play with makeup all day.
I'm taking this shade right here and I'm popping that on the inner crease portion, blending it into the front of my brow.
I did this little base situation and now I'm gonna go in and do this one.
So what made you team up with BH Cosmetics?
Well, I really am always so meticulous about the fact that I want full creative control. And for me, like, I've been approached 1,000,001 times to be the face of makeup or just put my name on some shit, basically, right? And I'm like, I just don't want to do like a cash grab or just like a licensing deal, essentially. Like, that doesn't really interest me. I want to only be a part of creative projects, and if I'm not 100% like being able to have a vision that I can bring to life, for me it's just not fun and there's no point really.
Right.
And so when they approached me, they were like, no, we'll give you 100% control, and I really like their price point as well. I wanted to use a makeup brand that has a price point already that everybody can access.
Right.
A lot of my fans are younger, and I just always think about myself when I was younger, and I'm like, do I want a lip gloss or do I want to like eat food tonight? And it might be a lip gloss some night. I love to make like things that are very thematic or immersive and just give people like something that they can escape to and just like really get into a theme. Because I'm from Australia, you know, I'm from a small town and I would be so bored in my little country town, and I never had anything else to do but to just get so obsessed with watching movies or music videos, and I would
run from spiders and snakes.
Exactly. I'm not a spiders and snakes girl. I'm a glam girl. I would just look at those girls in the music videos and stuff, like the Britneys or Paris Hiltons or Christina Aguilera's, and I just was like, I wanted to know, like, does she really have like rhinestone sidekick? Like, does she really have high heel Timberland boots?
Well, and you met her, so did she?
Oh, she has all that and more. That was such a surreal moment for me, getting to like meet Britney or Paris, all those girls, because I just looked up to them so much when I was younger, and they were so larger than life, surreal to me. I just really didn't know what was reality about their life and what wasn't. And so like getting to meet them later in life and like go to Paris Hilton's house, I was like, what the Still, anytime she messages me, I'm like, what?
I scream like that when I want to say free Britney.
I love her.
But yeah, because you collaborated with her.
Yeah, I collaborated with her for my song with her called Pretty Girls.
But like, how does that feel? One moment in your youth, you've been dreaming about it, and then it's happening. Like, How do you process all of that?
Honestly, I don't know. I just rolled with it. I still think it's weird that I've ever worked with her. She's everything to me. I'm obsessed. Same Paris, really, though. Like, when I went to Paris's house and she had her own selfie booth, like, permanently in her living room. And when you take the picture, it, like, prints out the selfies, and it has like on the photo paper her own like border that she always has. It's like Paris's house, you know? I was like, this is just so next level, crazy fabulous.
Wait, so are you getting that in your new house?
No, I'm not. I'm weird. Like, the only room that I like to have kind of be like about me type of vibes is my glam room. That's where I really put all my achievements, my record plaques. I really am like a big collector of art, so I like to showcase all the art that I've bought and have that kind of thing in my actual home.
So are you buying Paris Hilton's NFT art?
No, I have other things I need. I have a baby. I can't be buying NFT art. I really want to make an NFT of my album cover because I filmed it and it's like all these guys drowning in a pool as well as taking the still photography, and I was like, wouldn't that be so cool to make an NFT, especially since it's the last like one that I'm doing.
Okay, speaking of, why is it your last?
I just feel so much more inspired right now by other things, honestly, that I'm doing. I want to give myself the time to be able to fully get into the other things that I'm interested in, and make music. It takes up so much time. I've said so much over the last 10 years in terms of writing and what I write about and things like that, that there's not like a lot of subjects I haven't already touched on where I feel like I'm kind of rehashing at this point. I just feel like it's a good time to move on.
Well, I mean, you're a fresh new mama. You can make children's songs. Go to Betty.
I have a ghostwriting name registered, so I am definitely going to keep writing because I love to write music, but I would love to just write for other people. I started from a writing background when I first got into the industry, and I would write in a lot of writers' camps for other artists, so kind of like have a bit of a background in being familiar with that kind of thing, and I always really enjoyed it, so I definitely am going to get back into like writing with others in mind. I was writing some country songs with an artist a few months ago for her project, and it was honestly so much fun.
And what are these other projects that have been keeping you occupied? Of course, this collection.
Well, of course, this collection, which takes up more time than you could ever imagine. But on top of that, I have my own perfume company, and that's about to go into stores. And
an entire company?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I thought you just came out with one fragrance, but it's an entire company?
No, it's an entire company, yeah.
Girl, that is my dream job. I am obsessed with fragrances, and like I always like ask anyone around me, I always mix and match all like fragrances together and make my own like little concoction.
Why haven't you done it yet? You've got to get into it. Oh my god, it's so fun.
Because I'm scared of the world.
You know, I like with COVID, I'd always wanted to do these things. Like I kind of like expand my creative ideas into products and see how that worked out. Once COVID hit and I was at home, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to tour anymore. So I have so much time to be able to get into like experimenting with the other things that I've always wanted to do. And I don't know, I just kind of fell in love with being able to think of other ideas.
What do you think is maybe the biggest misconception about you?
I think people think that I'm like a gigantic asshole because I'm so blunt and like my humor is so sarcastic and blunt. That's the like uzziness in me, you know? And like I'll like crack jokes all day long on the internet, but they're obviously typed, so I don't think people like read the sarcasm in what I say, and they read it so flat and think that I'm serious. And I'm like, I'm joking, guys. And then they'll be like, you're not joking. And it's like, no, I'm really joking. So then a lot of people I think that I'm an asshole. I think that it gets misinterpreted all the time. I've always thought that it did. Okay, I think that I can do my eyeliner now.
Do you feel like this is like a definite end to creating your own music?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, nothing's definite, but like
completely.
Yeah.
Like, wait, never a new Iggy song?
No, I don't think so.
No more Sally Walker 2.0? Like,
no, just this album that I'm putting out.
Nothing?
just end of an era, and that's really the end of the era.
Oh my God. That takes balls.
I am good.
Lots
It does.
and lots of balls.
Yeah, no, I'm done with that. I'm done with that, for real. I'm for reals done. But people forget, like, you know, okay, a lot of people discovered me in 2014 with Fancy. I've been making music since I was 16. I'm 31 now, so it's just like, I did do that for a very, very long time. I think that you kind of like, you know when to call it a day for yourself, no matter what it is that you do, and I just feel like it's a day for me on that. I'm good. Oh, my eyeliner! It's always so much pressure to do the second one, because I consistently draw 2 different shapes on my face. Ugh, I don't know why I do that. I'm like, this one's good, let me draw a completely different one on the other side. Why do I do that?
I think everyone does that.
I don't know.
I mean, I always start off really tiny, and then the other one is so huge, and then I'm like, well.
See, my problem is always that I'll draw one that, you know, is more winged out and straight, which is how I like it. And then the other side, for some reason, always like flicks up like it's a Nike check. And I hate it. Oh no, now when I just did that, look what just happened. I was pretending to draw eyeliner and it fell out onto the bottom. Oh my God. How am I supposed to fix this? My makeup is a disaster, by the way, until it's not. It's like...
Oh, I always say trust the process. Like, it looks like shit until the very, very end.
I look like a thumb.
A thumb?
Yeah.
A thumb?
Just like, just a fat thumb. With no contour, no nothing. A thumb. I'm just getting some help over here because I cannot be trusted to just wipe something off my face. I'll wipe my whole face off, trust. Originally, when I was doing this collaboration with BH, I was just supposed to do one eyeshadow palette actually, but I've just kept having all of these meetings with them and pitching them more products with my ideas and mood boards and stuff, and they kept letting me make them, and then eventually I was like, well, I guess we have a collection now. Now I have 12 products, but I was only supposed to have one. Like, look at this. It's like, I always say it's like the little nunchuck. It's like, ah! I love it. It's so cute.
What would you say to the 2000s Iggy? What would you tell her?
I would tell her, I don't know, I feel like 2000s me was so fun. I would just tell her to just keep doing what you're doing and don't worry those other girls. Honestly, I think originality is like one thing I can say about myself. If I had to give myself a compliment back then, I would say, like, you are a real original, and you should like cherish and love that and stay original, because that's what makes people trendsetters, or that's what like pushes things forward. And it's hard being an original when you're younger, because you do get like bullied so much because you're not like the others, but that's actually the best. Later on in life, you'll cherish that fact so much, and you'll realize that you never wanted to be like those girls anyway. Those girls all like work in the grocery store in my old town. I'm serious.
They do. They do.
My mom will be like, I saw blah, blah, blah. We won't name names, but you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, you know, you were really cool in the 4th grade, but...
Do you ever visit them? Do you ever shop there just so you can be like, oh, hey, it's you. Right there.
Remember when you used to put my pants down every day at lunch? You know, there's still always a degree of bullying even online, but I'm so good at dealing with that because I've just dealt with it my whole life that I'm like forever being bullied by 14-year-olds even when I'm 31. It's kind of hilarious.
Well, what advice do you have on getting social media hate? How do you deal with it personally?
Honestly, I go through my phases where it affects me or it doesn't. Right. There were times in the past where I felt much more affected by it, and I would have to log off and I would have to take breaks, and I would talk about it with my friends a lot, and that's how I always know when something's really bothering me, when it's something that I want to like vent to friends with. Because
I did see that people brought up the skin color in your new music video, even though you cleared up that you wore the same amount of...
That was so crazy because this is the same color. 6 Armani, I wear the same color.
But like, how do you deal with that? You see that happening and you're like, well, now what?
It's just like, well, now what? I mean, I know what color we put on this color, and I just kind of was chuckling to myself. Actually, I took some pictures going into a radio station 2 days ago, also in the same color foundation that I always wear. I saw a troll write online like, oh, what happened to her tan? And I'm like, it's funny that you say that. So you agree that in different lighting, this looks different, right?
But do you get where the comments were coming from?
Granted, the lighting is darker. Granted, it has red undertones. Of course, we're trying to recreate it being nighttime and a nightclub. Of course, I look darker than usual, because that's the point of the lighting. I understand that that can be triggering for some people, you know what I mean? And like, that really is a thing where some people do try to look like they're racially ambiguous, but I was not trying to do that. So it was just like that tightrope for me to walk where I'm like, I don't want to dismiss something as not real or valid, but like, this was not my intention. And also this is the same color that I always wear.
For me, something happened as well. I uploaded this TikTok. I bought this $400 silicone mask. So I filmed it in my regular setting. I used all my regular products. But the thing is with my iPhone, because I filmed my TikTok, the iPhone had a different white balance, so it made everything darker. So then when I took it off, I looked hella pale. Some people were like, wait, are you doing what we think you're doing? Are you putting on a darker skin color mask to put makeup on that and then pull it off? And I love how someone noted that, but then a lot of people were like, well, actually, if you look at, you know, her YouTube video, you'll see that it's just the lighting. So I think that's very interesting that you've been in that same situation. Of course, I think it's really important that people are aware and do speak up on it, but I feel like people also need to be open for a response and how that could be portrayed like that. So I think it's very interesting to see sort of like the similarities between the two.
I agree. I'm wearing the same face of makeup for all the other scenes in my video, and I'm not seeing any commentary about my skin color in the other lighting. I think the best approach is, like you said, like, it's great to, you know, kind of like police that and keep that in check, because it is a real thing. But
it is a real thing.
Also, I think it's fair that we are open to hearing people's real responses and being open to like legitimate explanations, because sometimes that just really is.
I am trying to look cute with your lashes.
Thank you. I already pre-cut my lashes. These are the lashes that I like this style of lash, and I've been wearing this style of lash for like the last 3 years. These are my go-to style, and I was like, can we make a lash? Because I just don't want to like, I don't want to do the shadow look and then I'm popping on a lash like, and it's not my lash. They're like, God, Iggy. I even made air fresheners. I'm that psychotic. I don't know if they sent them to you, but I have them. I have car air fresheners, and they are in the little shapes that we created, like the devil heart, the butterfly, and they smell like bubble gum. In the early 2000s, they used to make a lot of the makeup and lip glosses smell like food. Do you remember that? Oh, God.
I remember.
I wanted to eat everything. Ugh, obsessed.
And I ate everything. That's where my trauma comes from. No kidding.
I really wanted to make all the makeup smell like foods, but they were like, Iggy, girl, you've already done 12 products when you're only supposed to do 1.
You already hit the budget. You hit the budget, honey.
Babe, we've made you fucking bubblegum air fresheners for the car. Like, can you please leave us alone? They're traumatized by me. I'm sorry. They're so traumatized by me. I'm like, we cannot.
Whenever you call them, they're like, don't pick up, don't pick up.
Oh my gosh, I send 700 emails a day. I mean, look, I'm so psychotic about it. I've had to quit my entire music career because I just don't have time.
Listen, if I could pay for a magic trick to make me have bigger eyes,
I would
all
too.
the money right now. I'm just get my money, take it.
That I wish I could have, and then the other thing that I wish I could like magically change about myself, like my insecure body part, is my ankles. I have never told anybody that, but it is. My ankles are so fat. The whole way down I have cankles.
Stop.
It's always kind of been like my insecurity, because I would see women with like their long legs going into the high heels, and they have the little like ankle bone, and it just looks so dainty and girly. Yeah, the ankle bone. Nikki, you don't look at that. The ankle bone. Oh my gosh. I just envy girls that have nice ankles. I wish. I want ankles. You always want what you don't have. I want ankles. I may have ass, but I don't have ankles. And I wish that I had ankles. I just have legs.
That's the quote of the video, honey.
I wear so many ankle boots because of that. Because they literally cover up that I don't have ankles. And it makes me feel better. So I would wear like ankle boots in mid-dead summer, and I'm in ankle boots. And I'm like, what the hell is she doing?
I am so dead right now.
I just can't.
I can
wear
never look at your outfits again.
And if you're gonna look at my covers and be like, the ankle looks good, bitch, I photoshopped that ankle. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have to, because it's just too fat. It's just too fucking fat. I'm like, they'll send me the picture and say like, what do you think? And I'm like, it's cool, but this ankle. You gotta, no, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna like go on Getty Images on my red carpet pictures, see my ankles, and then they're gonna look at my single cover arts and my ankles, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, girl, you've been changing these ankles. It's true, I have, I admit it.
I would like to take this moment to tell anyone who's watching this to comment down below right now, Iggy, we love your ankles, honey.
You mean we love my calves. Thank you guys if you're helping me with my ankle dysmorphia. Obviously, I, as well as everybody else in the early 2000s, was crazy on gloss. I don't know, what was that about? I was just so obsessed with lip gloss, and I would collect it. Actually, I wanted to kind of like make a lip gloss that component wise or like packaging wise made me feel nostalgic about the lip glosses that I would see and be drawn to when I was 12, 13, 14. Purple's my color because my real name is Amethyst. So I just really got into purple when I was a kid. Everything had to be purple in honor
Wait, how
of
did
my
you go
name.
from Amethyst to Iggy?
Iggy was my dog's name growing up, and so when I made my rap name, have you ever like had to do password recovery? And they're like,
Yes.
what's the street you grew up on? What's your mother's maiden name? And what's the name of your first pet, right? So
Yeah.
my first pet was Iggy, and the street I grew up on was Azalea Street. So that's how
That's
got
where Iggy
my
Azalea
name,
came
Iggy
from?
Azalea. Yep.
Oh, my name would be Trash. My name would literally be Binky van Oranje.
No, that's not a good artist name. What the hell? Binky?
Do you have any pets now?
I have a rabbit. Well, technically it's my son's, but it's kind of my rabbit. His name's Smokey. Oh my god, he's so cute. Do you want me to show him to you?
Yes, show me. What was the name of the street you last lived in? Let's not mention the street you live in now, but like the last street you lived in.
My last street that I lived on was called Paces Ferry. This is my bunny.
Look at Smokey.
Or my son's bunny.
Wait, so if your son becomes a rapper, his rap name would be Smokey.
Oh, you're right. Look how cute. Oh. I wish that they made little mini makeup products. I know some people do. Like, I want to see all of these in mini. Oh, I would be so obsessed. Like for Barbie or a doll.
BHB like, don't pick up the phone. Don't pick up the
They're
phone.
like
Don't
gonna
do
read
it.
all my emails after they see this video. They're so sick of me. I'm already working on my next collection with makeup, and it's like so much more intense because
Is it with BH?
yes. What gloss are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna do this one. This one is called I'm
That's
Psychic.
my favorite one. I'm Psychic, yes. Because that one reminds me the most of the early 2000s. Like, I wanted
The
to
frosty?
do those big, bright, frosted colors that were so
Paris
popular
Hilton?
then. Exactly. But just kind of like update them a little bit and still give them pigment, but be sheer enough that you
Oh,
can kind of
girl.
have whatever lip liner or lipstick you want underneath them. That one's my favorite though, because I just feel like that the frosted blue and green little flecks in it is so early 2000s. It was all about the blue and white frosty glosses and shadows.
I am basically Paris Hilton right now. Be like, that's hot.
Oh my god, I can't do it very good. Like,
Try it.
that's hot. I can't do it. That's hot. How does she do it? She
Wait,
talks
hold
like,
on. With the vocal fry, she goes,
that's hot.
that's hot.
That's hot. And she's actually so nice and kind. And she had a nightclub. She has a nightclub in her house. Like,
She has a nightclub in her house?
kind of amazing. Yes. I went to her house once for a party, and she had a full nightclub in her house. She's like, let's go up to my nightclub room. I'm like, what the hell? Okay. So we went up there, and she had a stripper pole in the middle of the dance floor. We were like twirling around the pole. I don't know anything about stripping in reality. I don't really have the moves, but I thought I did. And it was amazing. It was so fun. I was like, holy crap. I wish that 13-year-old me could see into the future and know that I was going to literally be in Paris Hilton's house on a stripper pole with her. This is crazy.
You look absolutely smashing, darling.
Thank you. You have the like supersized version, and I have the little mini baby version of the pink palette. Mine's cute, but yours is kind of killing. You're kind of killing me.
Oh
but
no, we rock it together. We rock it together.
Thank you. Yes, my collection is out now, available on Beauty Bay.
Oh, hey,
and
Beauty
you
Bay.
can purchase it directly off, exactly. Or you can just purchase it on the BH Cosmetics website. It's directly available there if you want to like go online and browse.
Yes, I'll put a
or
link
you
down
can
below.
play.
Iggy, I want to thank you so much for joining me here
you.
on my channel today. I truly had a blast.
I was so excited. I still can't believe that we got to do a collab.
Now, before I let you go, 5 years from now,
Yeah.
what are you doing in life? Where will I be seeing you?
Oh, you know, I got asked this question when I was 20, And I listened to my answer the other day and I was so happy with the way my life's turned out. And I still have the same answer now at 30. I just want to be being creative. Whatever it is that I'm working on, if it's music or if I come back and I do another album or if it's makeup or whatever it is, maybe creative directing, writing songs. It doesn't matter as long as I'm just being a creative person, as long as I'm able to think of my wild ideas and then somehow bring them into the world for people to enjoy. That's what I want to be doing. That's it.
And on that note, I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I wanted to be like, don't forget to comment about the ankles. But yeah, please go ahead and comment how beautiful Iggy's ankles are.
Don't comment about the ankles. Everybody's gonna comment and be like, no, she's right. She doesn't have ankles. It's fine. It won't hurt my feelings. I know I don't have ankles. And it's fine. Some guys are into that, you know. I was dating this guy and he was like, you know what I just love about your legs? And I was like, what? And I had never told him it was my insecurity before. And he was like, I just love how fat they are the whole way down. And I was like, you know what? Wow, we're meant to be.
I'm about to go through your Getty images and I'm gonna look at all your ankles.
You're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Or maybe you'll just see a bunch of ankle boots. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
If you see me in ankle boots in summer, don't ask any questions. Mind your business, okay? Mind your business. That's all I'm saying. Mind your business. You know what I know.